And we are right back into the action today with the current third place Flytrap, Brad's Giant, attempting a catch on a wasp. As you know, wasps are the one insect that can escape a flytrap, either by chewing their way out or simply using their sheer strength to squeeze through the trap before it has fully closed. And this is why wasps are a much more impressive catch compared to flies. Brad's Giant is really showing just how experienced he is at catching bugs, as he doesn't even give the wasp a chance to fight back. With the time of 1 minute and 4 seconds for today's catch, Brad's Giant remains in third position even after averaging his times. However, catching a wasp does give him bonus points, which will take effect towards the end of this tournament. If you're wondering what exactly this leaderboard and these events are for, we are on a mission to find the ultimate Venus flytrap. And we are doing this by seeing which plants can catch their food the quickest. However, in the last episode, one flytrap stood out. This flytrap, Spider, set a record time of only 18 seconds to put himself into first position. Therefore, it is now time for him to prove that his first catch wasn't just luck, and that he actually is one of the deadliest competitors around. Spider is starting off very strong today by attracting a blue fly, which is a bit more difficult to catch compared to the green flies. However, the most interesting part of this catch isn't the plant or the flies, but rather the wasps. Brad's Giant proved to us today that there are a few wasps here, and this is because of all the flies around our plants. You see, these wasps hunt and eat flies, and you'll even see a wasp try to catch a fly in a couple seconds. Regardless, it is now time to see if Spider can hold on to the top spots in the leaderboards. Once again, Spider proves how deadly he is with a 43-second catch, and he makes no mistakes in creating his seal. However, I'm more interested to see how close that wasp got to catching that fly. The first thing I noticed is how this blue fly jumped and hid away from the wasp flying past. It's pretty interesting how this fly knows that they are dangerous. Now let's see how close this wasp gets. I've slowed this down so we can have a better look. These wasps target slow or weak flies, but I think this fly was a bit distracted by the plant instead of weak. If the fly was weak, he wouldn't have been able to dodge the wasp by sliding under the stick and flying off before the wasp could get him. And by a stroke of luck, I have managed to film a wasp catching a fly for a future episode, so make sure to subscribe for that one. With an outstanding catch of only 43 seconds, Spider has solidified his position in first place with a new average time of 31 seconds. With times as good as this, I honestly am a bit worried as to what might happen to this plant if he gets the drop of blood, as he genuinely is the most dangerous flytrap in the greenhouse. However, he will need to catch more than just green flies to beat some of the competitors arriving in the following months. Yet, I do think the wasp was the reason he didn't catch that blue fly. Nonetheless, it is now time to see if anyone can move up on this leaderboard. Last episode, we were surprised that the following flytrap could actually catch something. He is known for being a spoiled brat and never having to work for his meals. It is time to see if Crossthooth can continue to inflate his ego, or if it is finally his time to be humbled. This guy, Crossthooth, is the smallest competitor in the event thus far. And I'm pretty sure you've guessed it by now, but he got his name because of his crossed teeth. As you saw in the last episode, He actually caught something, which surprised all of us as we thought the flies would just crawl out of the big hole in his teeth. But in the end, it turned out that those teeth created one of the craziest catches I have ever caught on camera. And I'm seriously wondering how this little guy does this. Look at him. After a few minutes outside, he has already attracted more flies than any other trap could. He did the exact same thing in the last episode, and here he is, doing it again. And if he keeps this up, he will break another record today. Ooh, and he just shattered Spider's previous record by 14 seconds. I cannot believe how quickly he caught this fly, with such a quick seal too. Maybe Crossthooth has a big ego for a reason. If he keeps performing like this, he will definitely win that drop of blood and will never stop bragging about it. Well, that has genuinely caught me off guard. With a new record of 4 seconds, Crossthooth has moved from 4th position all the way up to 2nd, and he is extremely close to dethroning the current number 1 Spider with a new average time of 42 seconds. Catching a green fly isn't as impressive as the Wasp that Brad's Giant caught. However, we will see if the next competitor has anything interesting to show us. He is the typical underdog, literally called a typical flytrap because he is not a cultivar. All the other plants we have seen this far have a special or unique trait that has been registered with the society, granting them the title of cultivar. However, Red is just a typical flytrap that does not have anything noteworthy to register. Yet, he wants to prove to the world otherwise, and to be fair, he does have one of the most powerful catches I have ever seen. With Red taking his turn at catching some lunch, we can learn a bit more about how Venus flytraps actually catch their food. All Venus flytraps are similar to those snap bands we had as kids. Do you remember the countless hours we would spend smacking them on our wrists and then opening them only to wonder how they worked? Well, spoiler alert, the insides of them are made of measuring tapes. Yet, how is this similar to a flytrap? Well, that same tension those bands have in their metal piece is the same kind of tension that flytraps have in their leaves. All that needs to happen is for the outer walls to bend inwards, and all that snapping tension will slam the leaf closed. This is where these trigger hairs come in. When an insect touches them twice within 20 seconds, a signal is sent through the cells in the leaf. This signal tells the cells to move fluid from one cell to another, which essentially causes the outer walls to grow in size, which leads to the trap snapping closed. And after an insect is caught, it keeps running around, touching those trigger hairs, and this causes the plant to seal up and secrete enzymes to digest their meal. Let's see the snapping in action. Now that you understand why I say he is the most powerful in the competition this far, let's take a look at how the walls of the trap bend inwards to create that snapping action. Watch the corners of the trap. You should notice how they fold forward, allowing the rest of the trap to snap closed, just like those bands I've been telling you about. And this trap was so fast that the fly was caught before it even knew it. Let's update the leaderboards. And here we have it, the end of event number 2. Let's find out who has topped the charts and which flytrap risks losing out on the grand prize. We'll start off with 4th position. With a new average time of 1 minute and 46 seconds, Red has moved down 2 positions in this event, and that's all because of that last catch we just watched. This is very disappointing for him. However, he will have a few more opportunities in the coming months to make up for this. Yet, being a typical, I don't expect much from him. In 3rd position, we have the lab rat. Brad's giant. Although he gained 1 extra second today, 3rd place is not a bad position to be in. And I think, most shockingly, in 2nd position, moving up 2 spots, we have the spoiled brat Crossthooth. I have no idea how he's doing this well, as he is the smallest and most deformed trap in the competition this far. But hey, he's proving why he has such a big ego, I guess. And remaining solidly in 1st place, we have the cold killer Spider, who is proving just how deadly he is. Will he eventually be dethroned by Crossthooth, or will it be one of the new competitors arriving soon? Subscribe so that you don't miss out on that, but until then, I'll see you later.